Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
And I'm Chase.
and you're watching Heavy Metal Breakdown. Ah, Chase, so good to see you again. We got a couple albums to talk about. Why don't we get right rolling? Um, what's our first release we're going to talk about today?
Our first release is Metal Church Dead to Rights, released April 10th on Rat Pack Records. This is Metal Church's 14th studio album since forming in 1980.
Yeah, yeah. And this is like a pretty much a brand new Metal Church. It's one original member, Kurt Vanderhoof, who is the Dave Mustaine of that group. He's like, okay, but not to compare, not personality wise, hopefully, but yeah, he's the core guy. Okay, um, and he and not Ronnie Van Sant, it's Rick Van Sant. There we go. Uh, not the guy from oh shit, not the guy from Leonard Skinner. Uh, and three new members: Brian Allen on vocals, who I know slightly. I know Brian a little bit in personally, and David Ellefson, formerly of Megadeth, and Ken Mary, currently a drummer for Flotsam and Jetsam, and he's played with Accept, he's played with Jayafria, he's played with some other groups too. He's great. We saw him with the Flotsam and Jetsam, that was awesome. But yeah, so the previous record was a one-off with a one-off singer Mark Lopez, who also sang with Ross the Boss, R.I.P.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that didn't last, and like had to replace a new lineup change again, a new singer again, just one album later, kind of shaky. But Brian's an excellent vocalist. He definitely delivers the goods here. But I'd like you to go first with your thoughts about this album.
I liked Last Empire, so I kind of have a bit of a bit
Well,
of a stake in
I liked Last Empire. I saw Last Empire several times.
yeah.
They were a big deal, or well, they were kind of a big deal as far as local acts are concerned in the early 2000s. I saw them open for Quiet Riot. I saw them open for Thor and the Mentors, and they were really cool. Yeah, that was Brian's old power metal band, and they were quite good. Two albums, good stuff. But yeah,
Good stuff.
um,
So yeah, I was excited to see that he was. I mean, you told me about it. I forget who it was. One of the last shows I think it was at the Testament show. You saw him across the way and said hey to him, like, "Who's that?" And you explained, "Yeah, hey." Uh,
yes,
but
when
yeah,
we
no, go ahead.
we were waiting in line at the Testament show, and I saw Brian across the street, and I went and said hi to him. He did not remember me, which bummed me out, but it had been a long time since I've seen him. So I will say he's an acquaintance,
Okay,
that I know
but back
slightly.
to the Dead to Rights. I love when Metal Church tends to flirt with the thrashier side of things, and
Yeah,
well, I mean, Jesus, with the pedigree they have now, they had no choice, pretty much, to kind of lead into the thrash. They totally did this time, and I liked it. I like this album quite a bit. I'm gonna be honest, up until about track 7 or so, I get a bit of I refer to it as like sonic texture fatigue, like you're chewing on the same piece of meat for too long. And I got that a little bit about little over halfway through the album, and I listened to it about 4 times the whole way through, and was just like, okay, yeah, we're I'm not sure. I think it might be me. I'm just been really tired lately. Who knows?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Brian also he sang on a couple of Vicious Rumors in recent years. He also was singing in Cliff Burton's old band Trauma. He's been a busy guy. But yeah. And Metal Church has historically been kind of like sitting between like power metal and thrash uh, musically, which is a good space to occupy for guys, especially for people who like U.S. power metal and really like thrash. There's it's kind of best of both worlds, and that so and I appreciate them. They're kind of a metal band for all seasons. I've always loved Metal Church,
Uh,
you know. From the moment I saw that first album cover, going through the bins, I'm like, oh, this is going home with me. And it was love at first sight and love at first listen. It was just wonderful. Um, I wish I liked this album more than I do. I think
Fair?
I think okay, everybody sound it's a great sounding record. Everybody plays their asses off on it. I cannot deny the power and the aggression that's on display here. Everybody's in top form. I just these songs, there's not enough hooks for me to keep me interested. And I listened like a dozen times to this album. Again, plenty of aggression, but I'm just like I need a little more something catchier in the choruses, and something to make me care. Stuff that was present, on the first couple albums, on the Mike Howe albums, uh, and this is fine. Most people, I think, are going to be perfectly satisfied with this record, and I'm like still like, oh man, I would 100% go see Metal Church next time
Yeah,
they come through
yeah.
if we get a chance to. But I don't think I'm going to come back to this album. It's good, but it's not. I didn't fall in love with this, and I still wanted to. The first two tracks, excuse me, what are they? Fafo and what's the opener is Brainwash Game. There's videos for those, so those are like the singles, and of course those will be the two that get played live. Um, I think there's some,
Yeah.
there's decent stuff here. Um, and again, it's like, and this is way better than I'll say it's a lot better than the albums they had they did with Ronnie Monroe, which were just nothing to write home about, or the reunion album they did with David Wayne, was it Masterpiece? Um, uh,
So
yeah, I didn't love those, even though all the Metal Church shows I've seen were when Ronnie was in the band and he was great live. Um, yeah, I mean, this just I wanted to love this, and there was never like a point where I'm like I'm like sinking my teeth into this. I'm just like getting excited, loving this, and I should. This is again all great players, and I don't know, something is missing here for me, and it just didn't stick. Um, but maybe you talk
I,
more
yeah,
about what you
I
liked.
enjoyed Fuck Around and Find Out, Feet to the Fire, and the show.
Yeah, the show
Were
was good.
all Yeah, and it was like you said, probably their more aggressive and angrier album in a bit. Like I mean, it's always fairly aggressive, but like there was this fire underneath this, and I
Right.
appreciated it. But again, you're right. Fire is great, but we need hooks. We need hooks for which to hold the meat over the fire.
Oh, I
Right.
like that. That's a good analogy, man. Yeah, and the previous record, Congregation of Annihilation, which I listened to a couple times, and it was like that was plenty aggressive too. And Mark Lopez was great, and but I don't know, man. I just again I'll happily go see Metal Church and give them my money to see them live, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be coming back to this, man. This is uh, when ball teams talk about like a rebuilding year, and I think this is a rebuilding album. If this lineup sticks around, maybe it'll get better. And again, I don't think this sucks. I don't think this sucks at
No.
all. Yeah, um, like when you listen to like the first 4 or 5 Metal Church albums, there's a lot of stuff that makes you feel something, you know, and like songs like Method to My Madness and Badlands and Watch the Children Pray. There's nothing like that on this, and
That's true.
and yeah, I think I need to feel a Metal Church. I'm used to experiencing another emotion or another emotion on display besides anger, and I need more of that in the palette musically from this band, um, to really like what they're doing. And yeah, if you just want a guns blazing heavy metal album, this will give you what you want. But I for Metal Church, for a band that I love so much, who I've loved since I was 14, 15, whatever. I need more, and this just didn't give me what I needed. So so a soft no, thank you on this one. Um, but were there any other things that you wanted to highlight about this though that for the positive?
Um, Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like I said, it's more on the thrashier side. So if you like the thrashier side of Metal Church, so, the sermons happen. Now, I haven't been to church in so long. I was gonna make a joke, but I can't put it together.
It's okay.
Uh, yeah, the preacher is in instead of a doctor. I don't know, but and the new vocalist sounds great. He's got I everybody sounds like John Bush, but he's got a bushy kind of quality. John Bushy, she fuck.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of quality to it. Like it feels like almost quite like one of those Anthrax albums, but
Interesting.
like a thrashier Armored Saint. And I'm like, well, isn't that just Anthrax? No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. And I realize your thought process is kind of working out in real time right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me fill in. I think the lower end of Brian's voice could be compared to John Bush, yeah. But he also goes
yeah, yeah.
into highs, which I appreciate. He's got a great range. And and like having seen Brian live in more than one band, the guy's a fantastic frontman. And again, we've seen Ken Mary. We saw him with Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah.
We've seen David Ellefson. We've seen Megadeth. Okay, I saw Metal Church, so I definitely know what Kurt and Rick are bringing to the table. Is it Rick? Mr. Van Zant. I'm so sorry. Uh, but um, uh, but yeah, I don't know. Uh, it just didn't add up to a great album for me. It just added up to a good album, you know. Um, but
I
yeah,
liked it. I may revisit it in the future, but it's probably not making the top 10 this year. You
no,
know.
I can tell you right now, it's not going to make my top 10. But yeah, it's only been out a couple of days. We'll see. Maybe I'll be like, maybe I'll come back to it later in the year, and maybe something else will click into place. But I gave this a bunch of spins, and it just didn't really work for me. There's something missing, and I can't even put my well, I know I talked about it. I can put my finger on it. It's I need hooks, and I need some other emotions, please. Um, but yeah, um, but yeah, that's Metal Church Dead to Rights. Uh, kind of middle of the road for this band, I will say. Not
I
their
will
worst
agree.
record, but far from their best. Um, but if we're good here, maybe we'll move on to our next segment. What's that segment? What's it called? The one that bears your name?
Up next, we have Chase's classic album, and this time on Chase's classic album, we have Saint Time's End, released sometime in 1986 on Pure Metal Records. This is Saint's first full-length album after their debut EP and former heavy metal breakdown subject Warriors of the Sun. And that's an album cover, guys, right there. I love that album cover.
I like it too. It's so weird though. Like, what are these creatures?
What
What is their
is it? Two?
anatomy?
Is it two of the heads of the seven-headed beast of the sea from Revelation, or is it some sort of cat, goat, hydra, or maybe they're friends of that thing from the Riot album cover? Maybe they know
Oh,
what
there
that
you
is.
go.
Maybe we can.
These are fair questions, and I don't know. Yeah. So it was fun for me to revisit this. I had this on cassette many years ago, and it was cool. Like, oh yeah, I remember this song. So that was a good feeling, right? Um, these guys. Oh, before we get further, Saint will be performing at the Soldiers of Steel Festival this summer, this August, the 14th through the 16th. Third, I'll get that date later. But this August at the substation, go to soldiersofsteel.com right now and get your tickets. It's going to be a rad show. But yeah, Saint, I do like this. If you are a fan of Judas Priest and Accept, this is heavy metal that you will enjoy. And it's played very well in that vein. Um, it is a
End of
Christian.
review.
Yeah, not end of review.
Oh no.
No, 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 no. It is Christian metal, and so, but I will say, you know, there's something weird. There's all that Hal Lindsey and like weird apocalyptic shit going on, like evangelical movement of the '80s and on kind of thing happening that really informs this record. Uh,
Yeah.
And for better or worse, the apocalyptic imagery stuff,
Oh yeah.
it's great for heavy metal. Great. Like, look. Um, uh, but yeah, it's surprise gets a little preachy at a couple spots, but
They're, I will say that they actually are better with that this time around. Like, yeah, they give you the apocalypse imagery, like you were saying. It's like, yeah, that's metal. That's what they want. We'll give it to them. They don't like throat fuck their message into you this time. Like
wow, that is
they
so
kind
vulgar.
of.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's the kind of. I'm sorry, but that's the kind of shit that I'm used to growing up with the family I had. They were very much like, oh, you like this kind of music? Well, here's the Christian form of that. And yeah, so when it's when it's like in your face like that, I'm not really a fan. But this time they did it in a way where it's like they're still out and out devout. Can't get around that.
Yeah.
That's fine because they're speaking our language this time.
Fair. It's so funny. I had such a similar experience. Like, my mom took me to the Christian bookstore and got me like Living Sacrifice and Mortification, and they were like not good albums by either of those bands. And so it's just like it didn't take. Um, but yeah, yeah, Blood World by Mortification, and I think it's the third one from Living Sacrifice. Not good. Anyway, but um, yeah.
Oh, hey, actually, I have here. Is this the compilation of lost Judas Priest cuts? Because this is easily the priestiest non-priest offering I've ever heard. Like,
It's fairly
very priesty.
It's fairly priesty, but yeah, but you'll find like the rarities, the unreleased tracks from Judas Priest, they're kind of unreleased for a reason. Or when those come out, it's like, yeah, I can see why they didn't put that on the album. It's like, okay, but there is some really strong material on this, and I do want to talk about that. In the Night, cool song, great opener. Island Prisoner, very catchy. I don't know that I love this song, but I was like, I think I know which Bible story this song is about. Um, I'm pretty sure. Um, uh, but yeah, Space Cruiser. I'm like, is this some like L. Ron Hubbard thing? Is this like?
Oh
I don't know what that was about, but pretty good song. The one real clunker is like the preachiest song on the album, Through You.
For you, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah.
no. Screw you, through you. Don't like that song. But overall, the rest of it's pretty good. I mean, Time's End, the title track, really good. Primed and Ready is a song that has been
Primed
stuck.
and Ready.
That song has stayed. I never forgot that song. I hadn't heard this album in close to 20 years, 15 years. I'm like, oh yeah, Primed and Ready. I remember this one. I remember it like yesterday. So even though that's like about like,
prepping for the end or something.
Prepping
right?
for the
yeah,
end,
or his return.
and the rapture, and the pop, all that shit, and like,
yeah.
But it is a very memorable song. Destroyers, very good.
Yeah.
And then the last couple of, I actually don't remember Phantom of the Galaxy. That one kind of didn't stick. But Steel Killer, that's just a great heavy metal song at the end, So
yeah,
yeah. But this is one of the better Christian metal bands, seriously. You have, I'd put them in like, it's not thrash, okay? So like, and I think the best Christian metal is the Christian thrash metal stuff. Typically, bands like Believer and Vengeance Rising and Deliverance and guys like that. Those bands are killer.
yeah.
And I would put this with like maybe the better, like I would say like for other bands in this corner of metal, like this is like some of the best stuff from like Bride or Bloodgood, like in that quality. It's like not glam, thankfully, but like because the Christian glam stuff is so bad. Like stay away from.
Forgot about Bloodgood. That's right.
Yeah, Blood. I think that's who I was thinking of, but again, it's been a long time since I listened to those bands, but yeah, no, but Sane are good, and I've always respected their ability, and like this is overall a very good heavy metal album. I am looking forward to seeing them this summer, and I'm looking forward to us talking about their next album, which we'll be talking about maybe in a few weeks. to kind of wrap up our Saint coverage. Um, yeah, I like this more than the EP Warriors of the Sun, which we discussed previously. This is a big improvement on that, and which was
Wave.
that
Yeah.
one. That one was fine, but this is way better, way better. It kind of reminds me of another Christian metal band that I think we reviewed on our old blog many years ago. Remember Axmaster?
Yes. Now that you say that, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah. Axmaster.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I think, man, that'd be a great double bill. That'd be a great pair of bands to see together. But yeah, I have warm feelings about that Axmaster record, and also this. So I'm like, yeah. So Saint gets horns up.
Ironically.
Yeah. And yeah, no, this is cool stuff. I mean, like, I will never be mad at a band that's trying to sound like Judas Priest or Accept. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And on top of that, like I think I may have said that before, but I mean, if you don't believe in it, it's just another form of mythology, and we get all sorts of mythology in metal. So what's wrong with this? You
yeah, I
know?
mean, like, I don't believe in Satan either. I also don't believe in the
Yep.
Norse gods. I don't believe in the Greek
Yep.
pantheon. Come on,
There we are.
But and
Yeah.
there's tons of metal songs about all of that stuff, and that's great. And if you look at, I think that's a great way to look at Christian metal. It's like, yeah, this is mythology. It's just a different mythology. Um, and in that context, this works so good. This is so good. The only difference between like bands like singing about Odin or whatever is those bands aren't trying to get you to worship Odin, or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh, but that being said, I do like Saint, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing them in August. Um, yeah, so horns up for Saint and Time's End. This is a really cool record. Definitely looking forward to talking about the next one. Yeah, and so
Same.
yeah. If we don't have any, do you have any more? Do you have anything else to say about this one, Chase?
No, I think we covered it.
Okay, well, why don't we get into our upcoming shows then? We've got a few in the pipeline. Let's see. We've got coming this I think it's Monday, April 13th. There's a grindcore and power violence show at the Peculiarium, which is like this little museum of weird stuff. That's April 13th. $10. I know it's a Monday night, but hey, a weird show at a weird venue. That's interesting. If anybody goes to this, please, I want to hear about it. I got to work, unfortunately. Then, of course, Tuesday after work, we're going to go see Guar with Soulfly and King Parrot. That's going to be at the Roseland Theater, and boy, we're gonna have a great time. That's gonna be loads of fun. And oh boy, then the very next night we'll be back at the Roseland to see Drain, and Boston hardcore band Haywire, who are quite good. A couple punk bands on the bill as well. No Pressure and Secret World. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. And you are going Saturday, April 18th. You're going back to the Roseland just a few days later to see the Godless 4 tour with Behemoth, Deicide, Rotting Christ, and Immolation. Holy shit, dude! I can't wait I can't wait to hear about that. I can't wait to see the footage you take from it. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. And then we will be at the Blackwater April 25th to see classic 80s thrash metalers Insecticide with a super stacked support bill from Pilau, Blade, and Yersinia. Yeah, this is basically a speed and thrash metal show. This is going to be killer, dude.
I gotta suck.
That is not going to suck. We are going to have a dope ass time, let me tell you. Looking forward to that. So let's see. And then the very next night, also at the Blackwater, Hedonist, who I don't know, I'm assuming they're death metal, with support from our good friends Hallucinator, my friends Eric Stuck and Jay, why can't I remember Jay's last name, are in that band. And they are cool. They're kind of like a death thrash band. They're really good. And another band, Latent Right, who I don't know at all, will be also in support. But yeah, if you can get out on a Sunday night, make it happen. Go to that, please. Let's see. Of course, that Tuesday, I think, I'm going up to the 28th. I'm going up to Seattle to see Helloween for their 40th anniversary tour. Going to be so awesome. I can't believe I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm going to see Halloween. That's going to be great. Going to be loads of fun. Can't wait to talk about that. Uh,
Hear
if
about
you,
it, yeah.
yeah, if you can, unfortunately, I can't. Silver Talon are playing April 30th. Pretty sure I have to work this night um, at the Twilight. But Silver Talon are playing with Vanishment, who are a great thrash metal band from Seattle. And then Hell Awaits, who are a Slayer tribute band. That's killer. This is going to be an awesome show, and I'm bummed I can't go. But they're doing 4 dates together, and that should be a lot of fun. Man, Vanishment are starting to blow up, and man, if you can see them now, do it because you might have to. Yeah, they're becoming a bigger deal. Um, and Silver Talon is just great. Love them. But yeah, and then I want to remind people to check out Res Fest 2026. That's going to be May 2nd down at the Warm Springs Native Reservation in Warm Springs, Oregon. This is a no drugs or alcohol show. Do not even think about partying. Treat it like a dry county, okay? No alcohol on the res, folks. Respect the space. But it's going to be a great day of extreme metal. I think it's like 5 death metal bands and 1 black metal band. Chronic Illness, Within the Pyre, Warden, Dead Nexus, and of course Damage Overdose. Our friend Chuck Hudson, that's Damage Overdose is his band. This is his fest he puts together. It is an annual event, and it is also going to be Chuck's 50th birthday celebration. So happy birthday, Chuck! Folks, if you can get out, get down to this and go, please do. I went last year. It was an incredible event, an experience I will never forget, and one that will hold close to my heart. It was a beautiful, beautiful time. But yeah, there is that. And let's see. Oh, yes. Here we go. I want to remind folks about the Soldiers of Steel Festival, which will take place August 13th through the 16th in Seattle at the Substation. Holy shit, the bill includes Sanctuary, Liege Lord, Sacred Blade, Saint, The Accused AD. Those are all classic 80s metal bands, okay? Plus tons of great contemporary traditional power and even a little bit of thrash in the mix. We've got Widow, Bloodstar, Skeletor, Heavy Metal Shrapnel, featuring Mark Bowles on vocals, Tower Hill, Chamber Mage, and a bunch of others. That's going to be a dope show. It's going to be great. But yeah, I believe that is our show for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. Chase, why don't you hit us with the sign off, pretty please?
Metal. There we are. And thanks for watching Heavy Metal Breakdown. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, anger, misery, you'll suffer unto me.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Thanks.